by practicing bhakti yoga. Purport: the king of elephant, Gajendra, simply accepted that there must be someone who has created this cosmic manifestation and has supplied its ingredients. This should be admitted by everyone, even the most determined atheist. Why then do the non-devotees and atheists not admit this? The reason is that they are polluted by the reactions of their fruitive activities. One must be free from all dirt accumulated within the heart due to the fruitive activities performed one after another. One must wash off this dirt by practicing bhakti yoga. Yoga randita karmana. As long as one is covered by material nature's modes of ignorance and passion, there is no possibility of understanding the Supreme Lord. Tada rajas tamo bhava kama labha dayaschaye. When one is free from the modes of ignorance and passion, one becomes free from the lowest qualities, kama and lobha, lust and greed. Nowadays, there are so many yoga schools to encourage people in developing their lusty desires through the practice of yoga. People are therefore much fond of so-called yoga practice. The actual practice of yoga, however, is described here as authoritatively stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. A yogi is one who always meditates on the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is also confirmed in Brahma Samhita. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya guna svarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shama Sundara, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their heart of hearts with the eye of devotion, tinged with the salve of love. The Bhakti Yogi constantly sees Shamasundara, beautiful Lord, with his blackish bodily hue. Because the king of the elephants, Gajendra, thought himself an ordinary animal. He thought himself unfit to see the Lord. In his humility, he thought that he could not practice yoga. In other words, how can those who are like animals in the bodily concept of life and no purity of consciousness practice yoga? In the present day, people who have no control over their senses, who have no understanding of philosophy, and who do not follow religious principles or rules and regulations are nonetheless pretending to be yogis. This is the greatest anomaly in the practice of mystic yoga. Okay, one more verse. Once more. Yoga randita karmano yoga vibhavite yogino yam prapashyanti yogesham tam natosmi aham. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme, the Super Soul, the Master of all mystic yoga, who is seen in the core of the heart by perfect mystics when they are completely purified and free from the reaction of fruitive activity by practicing bhakti yoga. Om Agyana Timsya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumiritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Marupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasari Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to everyone. Nice to see you. Your happy faces. So we are in this verse seeing one more time how to say prayers of Gajendra, who is really in this situation. He is caged by elephant and by the crocodile. And he's really desperate, and he turned to Krishna, and just praying, I think this is the also solution for all of us. you know, when everything is nice in life, we don't turn so much to Krishna, even when we practice devotional service. But when we are in the corner, like the boxers in the matches, when one is in the corner, then something come from him, and to how to say, some strength. um, I think in Radha Kunda there was one Babaji Tin Kandi, something Babaji, very famous, and like he was every day bathing in Radha Kund, and he felt no love, and he become little angry with Radha and Krishna. Like, you promise if somebody bath in Radha Kund, Shama Kund, they will get prema, but I'm here years, nothing. And he say, I'm going from Radha Kund, Shama Kund, I will not live more here. He was. And then in that time, Radharani and Krishna appeared to him and give him prema. So Krishna want, I feel like, when we desperate, and in this desperate situation, to turn to him. I felt in my life when I was like, when you just fall and cry, and, no solution, then Krishna show his merciful hand and help. I think this Babaji, anybody, any question, he would, any problems, spiritual practice or in the life, he would just say, cry, cry, no any word, just everything is there. If you sometimes listen Guru Govinda Maharaj lectures, he was always saying the temple is crying school, place where we come and we cry for otherwise. And Rupa Goswami also say the only price is this eagerness, who we show when we cry, when we turn to Krishna and help. Even more powerful than turning to Krishna is turning to devotees. That is the most powerful sadhana. If you have read, there is one very rare book from Narahari Chakravarti, something like this. His name, it's where all the book is just prayers to all, to all devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Just he prayed to everybody, one by one. And I have here one sadhu, he said, this is the most powerful sadhana, when we just every day pray to devotees. Then I felt when I have done something like this, something amazing happened, because sometimes we forgot, we approach Radha and Krishna, but we forgot to look at the persons who are around them. Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Sridham, Sudam, Lalita, Vishaka. We pray to Radha and Krishna, but these who are around are one who allow us to approach them. So we should pray first always to them, then to Radha and Krishna. Then there is this one famous devotee of Lord Chaitanya, who was the highest level of prayer, love for Krishna. And he came to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya looked him, say, I don't know, you don't belong to me. I don't know who you are. Who will guarantee for you? Go away. He asked Nityananda, Nita, is this your? Nita say, it's not mine. Advaita, no, it's not mine also. So finally they came to his guru. I think Gauridas Pandit. And Gauridas Pandit, yeah, he's mine. Lord Chaitanya say, okay, I can accept you. So unless devotee give recommendation or say, this is mine, difficult to approach Krishna. There is one very interesting story I like so much. There was one devotee living in this material world as like all of us, and he was in very difficult situation. And so he raised his hands and called, Krishna, Narayana, help me. And Narayana was sitting with Lakshmi in the spiritual world. He heard, and like, somebody's calling me. He wanted to go, but he said, he sit down, Narayana. He didn't want to go. And then this devotee, who was in difficult situation, immediately remembered his guru. He raised his hand and said, Gurudev, help me, Gurudev. Immediately say this. Krishna jumped on Garuda and ran down to the material world. And he saved this devotee, and everything was okay. And then Krishna came back to Vaikunta, and Narayana was Lakshmi. Say, Krishna, this is very strange. This devotee prayed to you, you didn't help. But when he called his Gurudev, your devotee, you ran. You just didn't see nothing, just ran. And Krishna said, Lakshmi ji, I am like this. When somebody pray to me, I may come, I may help, I may not help. But when somebody come and ask for help from my devotee, I just stand. So I feel this is our, this is our hope. This actually devotees. I mean, Krishna, maybe there, maybe not there. We are not sure yet. We don't have experience, but we know his devotees are there. So that is our, hope, help. I remember one Gorahari Preva yesterday mentioned Giriraj Maharaj, and he came to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was he approached Prabhupada and he asked him, Prabhupada, how I become devotee? How I could get, your mercy? And Prabhupada said, I came one time in your university and giving lecture. And Giriraj Maharaj was in the public. And Prabhupada said, I was looking around the students, everybody, and my face stopped to you. When I saw you, I started praying, Krishna, please make him devotee. And then he came and everything. So actually we are, mercy case. Better pray and approach devotees. Krishna, okay, sometimes. There is one story in Vraja. There is this famous devotee, Surdas, and he wrote thousands, I think 10,000 songs about Radha and Krishna. He wrote 20,000, but we have only 10,000. We don't know where he are blind devotee. And one time, his friend from Varanasi is also famous devotee. His name was Tulsidas. He has rewritten Ramayana in Hindi for a Hindi-speaking audience. And they are going, Tulsidas and Surdas are walking on Govardhan Parikrama. And all of the sudden, one mad elephant was tied, and he just broke, his chain, whatever, and he was just destroying houses and almost to kill people. And what happened? Surdas ran away and went at the tree of Govardhan. He climbed the tree to save himself. And Tulsidas just sit down and started chant, Jaya Shri Ram, Jaya Shri Ram. As elephant came to him, just elephant fall down and offer respect. He pacify the elephant, and somehow this devotee, this elephant also, devotee, whatever. And then when everything finished, Tulsidas approached to Surdas, who was now on the tree climbing, slowly getting down. He said, Surdas, I thought you are so great Vaishnava, but danger came and you ran away. You didn't pray to your Krishna, he says, Surdas, sorry. Krishna is so busy playing his flute with the gopis, with devotees. Why I should disturb his pastimes, Now he has to run to save me, Better me save myself, not to disturb his lila, Then Surdas understood. Oh, you are greater devotee than me. He offered respect. Like now, he said, I needed to pray and to Rama, and he needed to come from Ayodhya, from his lila, to protect me. But you didn't want it to disturb the Lord. And actually, this is the attitude. You don't want to disturb Krishna in any way. Okay, so what I want to say is that we, the story of Rupa Goswami and when in Sanatan, when he said, you accepted service from Radharani for the milk she brought. So actually, devotee do his part, whatever is on our part to do. Our service, our duties. Okay, sometimes here in the corner, Agajendra, we pray. What I wanted to say actually, not to forget to pray to devotees. That is the big sadhana. I think Maharaj has spoken about some devotee who was having all the pictures on a big wall, all pictures of different Vaishnavas. And every morning he would just offer respect to, and remember all Vaishnava. And remembering Vaishnavas, that is, when we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was with the Prataparudra on the roof, and all Vaishnavas are coming from Bengal for Ratha Yatra. And he was saying to Prataparudra, you see, this is, Advaita Acharya, this is Nityananda. From him I learned to become mad in love for Krishna. Then this is Shivananda Sena, serving so nicely devotees. He was mentioning all devotees. And this is very how we can even, we can think about devotees and, remember them. And when we see everybody, I learned from him. Is not because when other people, we must think something. So devotee think always what I can learn from him, or what was my time with him, exchange, whatever. Yes, but how to say, to really, how to say, Gajendra was really in a desperate situation, but to happen this, to turn to Krishna, also need some knowledge, so knowledge about his greatness, knowledge about greatness of his devotees. Therefore, we need somehow, our eyes to be open. In Vraja, there is one story. There was one gopi. She was not born in Vrindavan. She was born outside, and she got married in Javasi. She came to live in Vrindavan. But she was having one problem. She was blind. She could not see. And, Krishna liked it the most to go in her house. Because she didn't see nothing. She could just easily steal the butter and everything. So one time, she was, her mother-in-law, and they didn't like it so much, her, because, always everything was stolen. What is called this lady? When a lady marrying someone, the daughter-in-law, what daughter-in-law you are? Not keeping the house, all butter is gone, everything is mess in the room. So she was really, could not see properly to clean. She was really blind, and then she could smell sometime Krishna smell going inside. And then one time she makes some strategy, she hid it behind the door, and Krishna came, she could smell at least the blind people has nice, good smell. Very and sound hearing. They could hear very good. Famous musicians are blind. Like Surdas was blind, but the best musician. So she could feel and smell how Krishna that time entered the house, and immediately somehow she locked the door, she was behind the door, and catch Krishna in the corner, and Krishna's mouth was full with butter, when you eat, and sometimes you're like this, catch Krishna, and Krishna all of a sudden started laughing, when her mouth is like, and just spill everything on her face. And it was just bomb. And and when Krishna spell on her, all of a sudden she could see Krishna. The first time in life, what she saw was Krishna. Like Radharani, first thing she opened was when Krishna came. So she was so happy, and Krishna, and he blessed her. Actually, we are somehow blind in life. We need Krishna to spit something, some sadam, some water, something so we can open and see reality, because we see through our face from our level, but Krishna see from another level. And when we see rishis. Rishi means sir, one who see the truth. Therefore, even Bhagavad Gita say, Tad vidi pranipatena, approach the Guru who has seen the truth. So to really, approach Krishna, we need this, how to say, this knowledge who come, with the touch of Krishna, who come from hearing. We hear in this verse, Prabhupada explained about the story of Gajendra in the purport, how one see Krishna, and he explained these artificial ways like mystic yoga and everything. And but really to see Krishna is through hearing. There is in this modern world is very famous. There are some therapeutical processes when you feel bad. You go to Reiki, to some massage, some subconsciousness working, life coaches. So many devotees are doing this. Okay, it's good, but so many methods. But I didn't see so much they work. They work on the surface, but really deep, I see that they're bad in one sense, because they too much work with the anarthas, with the bad things in heart, and they dig in the darkness of us. And sometimes when you dig in the darkness, more darkness come. So it's not easy, this work. I mean, it's America, the biggest what is called reason for marriage divorce are marriage counselors. They are supposed to solve the problem, but they make the problem bigger, because marriage come. I have this problem. Then he say, tell more. Throw out everything. And everybody throw it, becomes so big. They see no solution that we got together. That is, with darkness, you cannot go with darkness. We need light. We need, Shravanam. We need Krishna. Only he can solve everything. There, I think Maharaj Yohan mentioned, there are three ways to Krishna. One is when you meditate on Krishna. This is from Sanatana Goswami commentary on Bhagavatam. It is like to bind Krishna with, like one small, some small rope, from, it's very easily Krishna break. But when, then second was hearing. Hearing, that is tied rope, very strong, very difficult. But there are chains also, and that is singing, which he cannot break. But actually, when we hear what I wanted to say is Krishna entered, Bhagavatam say, and he cleaned the anarthas, he cleaned everything. That is our process. I tried some other things, I see no working. But when we hear, but not here, sometimes we hear, a little bit now Bhagavatam, then after 5 days maybe, Bhagavatam say 24 hours. You sleep, you walk, I was reading this today, Prema Vaivarta from Jagadananda Pandit, and he say, you hear and chant about Krishna when you sit, always when you sit, always when you walk, always when you lay down, always when you eat, always. We hear Lord Chaitanya associates, when they eat, they say, they chant Hare Krishna, eat, then stop and again chant Hare Krishna. Never. Like I think Bugarba and Lokanath Goswami. I think Lokanath Goswami, Bugarba was never sleeping, and Lokanath was never, he was always chanting. Bugarba was never sleeping, and Lokanath never eating. The only time when he was eating, in Kirtan, when he was chanting Hare Krishna, devotees would throw prasadam in the mouth. That was daytime they give him. Otherwise, that is our process always. Hearing and chanting and ecstasy will increase. That is the most important now, about which we should be concerned never to lose. Any devotee is not never if there is a fear in a life of devotee, is not to lose the service. You can lose anything, even life, but service is that is the fear. And the biggest asset, because the service is the way, is only what we have to offer to Krishna. just through service. That is the love, actually, not, you hear this example of Prabhupada when Shrutakirti was traveling with Prabhupada everywhere, and he was feeling, said, Prabhupada, I am 24 hours with you, but when somewhere, all devotees jump in ecstasy, cry at the airports, everywhere, everybody loves you so much. But I'm always with you, but I don't feel this love, Prabhupada. How? And Prabhupada said, I'm so hungry. I go to chant Gayatri. Can you prepare things to eat? He jumped. Yes, Prabhupada, everything, what you want. He start going there. And Prabhupada said, no, come, please come. He say, this is, I'm hungry. You want immediately to do something for me. You want to show by service. That is love. Everybody can jump, even cry, roll. Many in Bengal, so many, they roll on the ground. I have seen this on YouTube, you must see. So they're like Vaishnavas, but with mridangas, they make they're like in circles, jumping on the ground, but chanting, crying, everything. It's like, but I don't know if it's prema or not. But Thakur Varmas of this, but I don't know if you ask them for service, will they do? Maybe. But service shown by love, by really. And we are in fear not to lose this service. There is one story. One time, Sita Devi, and I think all the around Ramachandra, they are a little bit, how to say, unhappy with Hanuman. Because he was just 24 hours doing service for Ramachandra. And they don't know he took all their service. They don't know how they can serve. So one time Hanuman in the morning come to do the service before the door of Ramachandra. And there are all, he said, and there was what is called, the schedule for the day, for the festival. What everybody is doing, So, I don't know, Sita Devi is cooking for Ramachandra, everybody, all devotees. Ramachandra say, what is this? Hanuman say, what is this now? And read he don't see his name. No service for Hanuman. He say, sorry, my name is not on the list. So Hanuman, today for some time, you little bit rest. No service for you. I say, how? I cannot live without service of my Ramachandra. I say, then Hanuman was very smart. Okay, is there any service what is not on the list? They thought, we are pretty sure we cover everything. Then Hanuman was very smart. He said, I must do something. Can I snap my finger when Ramachandra, how did you say? Yeah, because, in Vedic culture, we do this. Hanuman say, can I do this? Pretty insignificant service. You can do it, Okay, they allow him. And then when Ramachandra wake up and was going through the day, Hanuman was walking next to him. And they say, Hanuman, move. No, I don't know. He said, Ramachandra, he said, I don't know which time he will yawn. I need to do. I must be ready, Say, okay. So all day Ramachandra was going, and he started somehow falling asleep, and Hanuman was doing this, And again, he was only doing, everybody could not do nothing. Only he didn't want it, to his service to be taken, really, So how finish it? I think they thought maybe, okay, we'll take your all services because nobody could function, So we need to fight for our service, I would say, to get time. And the most important is for our chanting and hearing. Anything else, can go on. It must go on, but that is for what we need to fight. And, I don't know, maybe enough. Anything to say? Please.
Thank you for very lively and very relishing lecture. Very nice. I just want to comment at one question. I heard it was Prabhupada Disappearance Day in Govardhan this year, and was his name, the super good book distributor in America, Vaisheshika Prabhu, was saying he was with a friend of him, a god brother. They were visiting temples. They were offering obeisances, and they would always say Prabhupada. And then Vaisheshika said, but why don't we say Radhamadan Mohan Pranam Mantra? We offer Radhamadan Mohan obeisances. Why we say Prabhupada Mantra? And then the others say, we tell the deity from where we come. So they are sheltered.
Okay.
Like when you were saying in the
To who belong?
Yeah, to who we belong.
Yes.
I found it actually very nice.
Wonderful.
Definition.
Yes, yes.
And a small question regarding this point of Sodas and Tulsidas who
Yes.
did not want to disturb the Lord.
Yes.
And in one sense, I feel sometimes encouraged to all the time speak to the Lord, all the time ask Him, can you help me here? Can you help me there? Because it to think of Him, and that fulfills His instruction. Bhagavad Gita, always think of Him. But will Krishna really be having to stop his pastime to come and fulfill my Buddhism, or can he do both? Or is it all right actually to all the time speak to Krishna and ask him, oh, I'm giving the lecture now, could you please help me? Or I would like to remember you while cooking, can you help me? Or can you shed light into this? It's a little tricky point.
I understand.
The Lord is my prayer, or asking him things, or
Yes. See, now I remember I'm starting in the sense of our acharyas when we read the prayers, and I don't see so much they ask for something is there, but maybe Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, say blind. Okay, he prayed to devotees even for the help. You know, the stick of devotees, my mercy of devotees is my help. I mean, it's a habit we are doing always in ISKCON. You know, I think it's always good to speak to Krishna. Even I heard one devotee say, I don't know, from like his thought process is always speaking about Krishna, speaking to Krishna directly. You know, like in thing, like I Madhuchant, what I can do now. We can always speak of Krishna. What think this or what is your desire, and we can always. I think that is very important to adjust our thought thinking to be conversation with Krishna. I think that is very best because we're like better to speak with Krishna than with our mind. I would say, you know. So I mean, we always Krishna, but I think should be sometime, but should not be like I will maybe not constantly. You know, it's like something too much demanding. You know, Krishna help me this, Krishna help me this. I ask also for help, but maybe not so much. Maybe I should. I think it's individual. I don't know if maybe it's Krishna from Goloka. Now his question is Krishna, is our relation at Goloka in this demand or with Paramatma, who is with always? That there is also difference like this. I mean, it's better that we ask help from Krishna than from Maya or from material energy. So it's. But my answer is more what I would like to say. That is very good. Let's always turn our conversation with Krishna inside. Like, you know, like we're always speaking to Krishna. Or you can say, Krishna might say this, what is your arrangement, what you can think, or what you're, I don't know. You understand, yeah. Anybody else? Yes?
I may be wrong, if you please correct me if I am. Just that I heard, it's something I heard, so I would like to clarify for myself that we are so much attached to our service, but again, I say I've heard that eventually even that attachment for the service shouldn't be like you should. I don't know what is our standing if we don't have a service, but somewhere I heard from a sannyasi like even attachment to the service, it's like we become more I guess, mutual. Maybe can you did something like this before?
See, Prabhuji, uh, our service is our offering of love to Krishna. But that service can be in unlimited version. maybe we are sometimes attached at particular way to do something for Krishna. That is sometimes I would say that is not maybe good. Like maybe you are particularly attached to Kirtan. This is your life, but time in life can come when the body is broke and you cannot walk to go in Sankirtan, you know. So that there, this attachment is not maybe practical or to do this, you know. So you find your way then from the situation how to do it, you know. Therefore, it's very important. The most important way is, you know, in this regard, is to find our Maharaj often speak now, finding our authentic self. You know, I wrote one book. It's called "Sharpen Your Talents: How to Find Our Talents in Life." It's, you know, like, because when you find your talents, you're very near to your nature. So I would say the way is even to, okay, sometimes need, there is a need, you know, somebody must clean the, I don't know, the floor, or puja, maybe if you're not exactly pujari, but it's some you do, but we, to be really satisfied and happy in our relationship to Krishna, we must find our nature, you know, and go with this nature and offer this nature to Krishna. I know Maharaj, Sachinandana Maharaj wrote me later, he say, like, quoting Prabhupada, like, life is like wood, and with our talents, no, our devotional service is wood, and with our talents, we shape this wood. We shape our life and how we serve Him. So, you know, maybe times change, I would say. Sometime you have done Sankirtan also many years, but then time change. Then you do puja, or you you need to find our really nature. Then you can be satisfied in our service to Krishna. You know, Krishna say, Bhakti Yoga start with susukam kartum avyayam, must be performed with happiness. If we come to Krishna and do service and you are not happy, something is wrong. You must be satisfied, you know. Because Krishna, I always hear Krishna, you know, like we always hear Krishna like happy devotees, satisfied, you know. But sometimes we do some service with who are not satisfied, you know, and maybe we need some adjustment. Sometimes, you know, sometimes there is a must, but on a long term, we need to find what is your nature. You know, maybe you're giving lectures or keeping the cows or whatever. Is Krishna's eyes, nothing is bigger or less, unless we are happy doing what is our nature. See, sometimes a realization come to me, we are all so different. We all look so different. We all have so different natures. Why Krishna make us like that? Because we don't need to become nothing different. Just what we offer to Krishna through our nature. Okay, we purify our nature. We add a little spice of love, whatever we are doing, and purify ourselves, and Krishna will be happy. No, there is a verse from Rupa Goswami, from his Padya, his collection of songs. He say, "Where is maturity of Dhruva Maharaj?" He was child, nothing knowing, 5 years. He say, "Where is the devotion of Putana?" She just come to, you know, poison Krishna. Where is the saintliness of, I don't know, Vritrasura? He was a demon. But in their natures, who are whatever their natures, they are connected and offer their nature and offer their devotion somehow to Krishna. So we, no, I mean, we always shape. See, I see the greatest devotees in Bhagavatam. From our point of view, they're strange. I mean, not normal. You know, Arjuna, soldier, you know, so many kings, you know, hunters, no any normal profession. Different. They connected themselves to Krishna, through whatever they are doing. If you read about the Alvars, today Ramanujacharya disappearance. Okay, I didn't. But all these Alvars who are the incarnate of Krishna's Kanchel, Conch, there one was shoemaker making shoes before Sri Rangam temple. Just but in complete prem. In any situation, just whatever we are, because sometimes I need to become sannyasi, guru, temple president, then I can is there. Or unfortunately, we as a society too much recognize devotion in these positions and advancement, but we forgot to see at the back. Guru Govinda Maharaj say, never look at those who are at the first row. Always look at those who sit at the back. So much. And I went straight away from your answer, but what I want to say is, greatness is bhakti and devotion, not just positions or whatever. Be happy with be happy. We need to find our nature and be satisfied, and then we can cry more easily to Krishna. When you are with yourself real, you can connect better with Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anything else?
If there is no one else, I have
Yes.
another one. How to do to take shelter of the devotees? Do you do that with Rupa Goswami, exalted Vaishnavas? Because sometimes you might feel, there's not so many devotees around and to whom really I can speak.
Yes.
Maybe I don't have trust like this. So the question is twofold. One fold is, how do you do yourself? You do more with devotees or more with in the mind with Goswami or exalted soul? And if you do with those exalted soul, how do you connect with them so that you can really, because in Goloka Goswami, please help me, might not really,
Yes.
you have to go a certain depth. So if you can touch on
Yes.
how do you do?
Srila Prabhupada said, I read recently, like reading the books of great Vaishnavas, or is equally like sitting next to them and listening from their mouth. There he said is equally. So when we really read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu or any Vaishnava literature, we are really, one way with these great Vaishnavas really connect. Okay, you mentioned this meditation, is prayers to them. Really, Shirupa Manjari or Lalita Devi, or I find it's very powerful, really, when it's done regularly. Somehow, because see, they must hear in the world 8 billion of humans. I thought, how many are this day Lalita Ashtaka or Rupa Goswami? Probably maybe 100. I don't know. So probably he can listen. Other ways to connect to their really is their places. I would say samadhis is really the most. I felt one of the most powerful places. Somehow because they are really present there. There is one very interesting story in Remuna, Kshirachara Gopinath temple. Some 200 years ago, when men are ruling with India, so he came to this place, was some officer, general. He came to the temple and he asked, is there any sadhu here? Any sadhu guru? In Indian, they don't know so much. In their English, they can understand wrongly. And guru sadhu, yeah. No, the point, there was somebody of Rasikananda. This English general, guru is there. So he entered the samadhi of Rasikananda and was there 3 hours. And after 3 hours, he come out, meet Pujari. Yes, this sadhu is so great. He can speak. He teach me the whole mystery of life, everything what I wanted to know. The would say, which sadhu? Yeah, one who is living there. I meet him. And he came with faith, and Rasikananda really came to him and give the knowledge. He connected. I mean, so they can appear. There is in Vrindavan, there is a famous story. There's a at the Rupa Goswami Samadhi, there is his japa mala. Sometimes they show this his original japa. And one time, some Bengali, he was on parikrama, and he came to Rupa Goswami Samadhi. So nice mala. So he just put his hand and took the mala and get on the plane, on the train of Mathura and travel to Calcutta. So somewhere before Calcutta, he fall asleep, and just he dream Rupa Goswami come. Say, Rupa Goswami, please, sorry, I don't have my mala to change. Please bring the japa, please, to Radha Damodar temple. No. So somehow you must connect, with this. Okay, I think samadhis, the most important for us is always hearing, offering prayers. This is the way, but let's go to our situation now here. I mean, I feel a shelter of devotees who are around us. I mean, we need this friendship, really. Sometimes who are not around, but there is a WhatsApp. We can always call. I some devotees here, but I say to Dinabandhu, Bhavana, I speak with someone every day, almost every day. Here, if I don't got them, Dinabandhu, no, I become angry. Why you're not available for children? What? So we need some circle. I have 2-3 more other devotees in Croatia. So I have circles, some 7-8 devotees I can call anytime in day or night or to speak. So that when we're together now, we are speaking. But with this circle, really friendship. I remember, maybe you remember this lecture. Sachinandana Maharaj spoke. He said, one time, after many years, he said, I understood. He said, I have no friend. Maybe you know this. I tried, then I started. Friend, he is public person, so many people, but there is someone deeply who can share everything. He feel like. Then he said, I started praying to Gopal. He said, I think, please send me a friend, And then he said, I think Radhana Maharaj appeared, Burijan, Giriraj. Then, somehow I need this circle. No, because sometimes on the high level, you can be also lonely, because nobody's near, close, and at least at your level to exchange. So on our level, we need friends that is the shelter, I think, maybe the real to speak or share life or what is disturbing us, what another person think, but we need to be open for this because we're often close. We don't allow, people close because someone who is close, can hurt you, but can elevate you. But I find this association really important with different kind of this, So I remember I was living like some 10-15 years ago in Split on the Adriatic Sea, and then there was no, when in Split, no devotee was having opportunity to receive devotees, guests, or everybody was all parents, and me and my wife, we are having the biggest flat. We are renting. We have two rooms who are spare, So anybody who would come to Split, need to stay. They go to school, so they come to our place. So all the gurus, sadhus, everybody, all devotees. And what I understood is how everybody, when come, somehow contribute to my life, to something open, some knowledge, some realization, all exchange. Hari Shauri Prabhu came. Who can speak better about Prabhupada than him, who spent so much time, and you got the first hand, some realization from somebody else, something else. And therefore this association, I would say, when it's informal, we got the more from the devotees, I would say, when we go for a walk speaking, because sometime in the temples, that we are formal, we in the shape, how should be, but when you go walk or eat together somewhere with somebody, so many things, some which, no, because this I understand with some devotees. I think that is, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, but we know just Krishna, and we don't know even what they are doing in life, their work or nothing. But to really this shelter happen, we must know each other much more. No, I was now with Badasetu for December, 24 hours we are. I was doing my shows, he was my helper, and we drive, 8 hours. What we can say, then speak our lives. What is, and you may think Badasetu nothing speak, he's very, but when he opened, he speak 10 times more than me. I didn't, yeah, just, but neat the situations. But this kind of situation make you really bound. Then sometimes nothing, you don't speak 2 months, but when we meet where we are, and we just continue easily. We need this, I would say, out of formal association. If when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, like Vidura meet Maitreya, these are not situation where big gatherings, so everybody know it's happening, everybody coming. Gatherings who came naturally. They meet in the forest alone, and Bhagavatam came out. Just they're having Krishna inside, and when they meet, they give. Uva and Krishna, they meet under a tree. It's not just some big temples or whatever. So I would say this bhakti, this real exchange, devotion will happen the most in such a situation. Just natural, when two persons desire Krishna and they give to each other. And something answer? Hare Krishna, thank you for your association and chance. All the best. Hare Krishna. Oh, Krishna, I survived.
You guys want to jump too?
Jai.
Well done. Well done.
Jai.